Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at a watch from the Melbourne Watch Company. Comes in this very nice wood box. We actually do have a little push button here. And here it is. Here is the watch. Very nice box. We do have some hinges here. You know, very nicely. Actually, there's a little compartment here. Wonder what's in here. Let's get into the review, guys. Now, before getting into the full review, I just want to say a few words about the company and the watch. The PortSea collection, this comes straight from their website. The PortSea collection represents their modern take on the classic deck watch timepiece style, which is traditionally characterized by clean white dials and Arabic numerals enclosed by railroad minute markers. Now, deck watches were popular among Navy and merchant sailors in the early 20th century, particularly in World War I. They were originally made as pocket watches with hand-wound mechanical movements and were the successor to the original marine chronometer, style sea clocks of the 18th century, which mariners used to calculate longitude by means of celestial navigation. Now let's get into the full review, guys. So here is the watch in the flesh, guys. Just from picking it up, I can definitely feel some quality in it. And I think it should be, especially for the price point. I believe this watch sells for about $679 US. It feels like quite a nice watch though. Build feels good so far. Anyway, this is the PortSea calendar. And this is the white dial version. We do have a ceramic kind of overlay here on top of this plank right here below it. And I'll get more into that. But let me start off with some basic specifications for you guys. Well, this is a triple calendar watch. We do have a 40 millimeter case, which is quite nice, quite traditional size here for 40 millimeters. I think that's just fine. Now, the thickness of this timepiece, we are looking at 13 millimeters. We do have a 316L stainless steel case all around, as well as the buckle on the genuine leather strap. We also do have a pull and push crown over at 3 o'clock. The crown is not screwed down, but we do have 100 meters of water resistance, which is very nice, especially for more of a dressy kind of piece like this. Not a super dressy watch, but I think it's kind of a dressy watch, casual. I think that's what it's going for. Now, the Melbourne Watch Company, not sure how long they've been around for. I've definitely heard of them in the watch community. Their name does pop up quite often. And yeah, I was just really interested in reviewing this model because this one actually houses the Miyota 9122. It's an automatic triple calendar self-winding automatic movement with a day, a date, and yeah, and the month over here over at 3 o'clock. So we have the day, date, and the month. Date window down here above the 6 o'clock position. We do have Melbourne Watch Company right below 12 o'clock position. Nice lines going across the dial. Very neatly. We do have blued hands as well, which really stands out. They're kind of hard to catch from the studio lights, but the hands are definitely blued. They're very blue, which looks really nice and definitely pops on this white dial, especially the ceramic overlay on top of the dial as well. You have your typical railroad markings on the outer portion of the dial, which give it a very clean, classic look. The seconds hand, we do have an M for Melbourne as a balance over there, which is, I think it looks pretty good. And I do like how it doesn't come near the logo over here. It kind of goes directly under it, so it's not cutting off the logo. I think they executed that quite nice. Now, as you see, the ceramic overlay definitely adds some depth to the dial of this watch. Now, it is hollowed out over here, as you can see, so you can still see the lower portion of the dial through the sub-dials over here, as you can see. I think that's pretty cool how they did that. Very neatly done. Everything looks pretty neatly done here. I don't see any problems whatsoever. Yeah, but there's a full polish on this case. The smooth bezel is fully polished. Sides of the case, fully polished. We do have a pusher over here. I'll get more into that. The crown is signed with an M for Melbourne, which is pretty cool. Let me see what else we have about this watch. Well, the lug width, we're looking at a 20 millimeter lug width, which is pretty standard for a 40 millimeter watch. This is a 40 millimeter Rolex, and this has a 20 millimeter lug width as well. Now it comes in this really nice genuine leather Napa-lined brown strap. And you can definitely feel the quality in the strap. I haven't felt something like this, or maybe I've just never experienced a Napa-lined strap. Very nice embossing here of Melbourne Watch Company. Very nice. We do have some contrast black stitching going up and down as well. But yeah, the strap, you know, it's kind of a little bit thick over here, and then it comes down to become a little thinner towards the end of the strap, as you can see. So when it's time to strap it on your wrist, it's very easy and effortless. And yeah, it's definitely pretty comfortable. I have tried this watch on prior to making this video. Now on this movement, we do get about a 42-hour maximum power reserve. The movement does beat at 28,800 beats per hour. It also does have a few functions, which is very nice. Now with the Miyota 9122, you're getting a very smooth sweep, as you might have noticed already, compared to some lower class Miyotas. The Miyota 9 series movements are some of the best Miyota movements out there. As you can see, the sweep of the second hand is extremely smooth, almost like an ETA movement. It's very smooth, and I definitely noticed that right out of the box. Something that really caught my eye, how smooth it is. Especially, I do like that the second hand also reaches out all the way to the railroad track. And that definitely does it for me. I hate when the second hand is cut short. I think that's a mistake. I like how they executed it here. I think they did a good job. Now the date cutout at 6 is very legible. Definitely very legible, as you can see. No problem there. Nice polished lugs, a bit bold lugs. I do like it though. Definitely feels, you know, more substantial on the wrist than your average 40. As you can see, it's quite a well-built case. It's definitely not a super fragile watch. We do also have a genuine sapphire crystal, anti-reflective sapphire crystal. Now, to function this watch, well, first of all, you can self-wind the watch to give it power, or you can just shake it if you really want to, so the rotor can wind it up a bit. But the self-winding is definitely very smooth on this crown. Now, from the first position, I'm going to pull the crown out. We can set the date. As you can see, we do have quick set date, and there it goes. Very simple, nice clicks, no problem there. All the numbers do fit in perfectly, 25, 26, 27, very legible. Now I'm going to go the other way, and you might see at 9 o'clock we can change the day of the week, which is quite nice. Really nice solid clicks. And they did blue the sub-dial hands as well to match the hour and the minutes hand, which is something nice to see. Very simple. Now the other position, which is the final position, we do have hacking, of course, on the Miyota 9122. So we can precisely set the time. And wow, this time set feels really nice. And definitely very smooth, wow. Very precise. See, I can go just 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. You see how precise I can set it? That's something that's seen in better built watches. Some watches that are cheaper, you can only go really fast, or it's like really wobbly. But on a better built watch, you see, you can actually set exactly, even between the half minutes. Very nicely. Very good job done there. Now I'm going to push it back in. Now, over at 2 o'clock, as you can see, we do have a pusher here. Now, I'm assuming that is to change the month. And I do have actually a pusher here. I'm going to go ahead and test that out for you guys. Let's see. There we go. That's to change the month. Very nice. So no problems there. Okay. Now, some other stuff about this watch. Well, this watch actually does come with a warranty, which is great, from the Melbourne Watch Company. I believe they give you a 24-month guarantee. They fix all of their watches in-house. They do have their own team, which is something really rare to see from a smaller brand. You know, they have their own technicians, which is really great. There's actually a picture on their website. You might see it on the screen right now of some of their technicians working on the watches. So yeah, we get the 24-month warranty, which is great. We also do get a warranty card with the watch, which is always nice to have. international warranty, so no matter where you are in the world, there's definitely no problem there. And if you want to just read that for yourself, you can read that. There you go. Actually, their website's at the bottom over here. I'll also throw their website in the description if you're interested in checking out any of their other timepieces. They have a few different lines of watches, and this one definitely does it for me though. Now going to the buckle over here, it's just a polished 316L stainless steel buckle signed with the M logo for Melbourne. Nice embossing on the strap. I do like that. Feels very nice. I like the feeling of it. Now going to the case back, well, this is kind of the star of the show for me. You know, half of it I would say. I really like their case back. As you can see, held on by 4 screws. And we do get that nice logo. It's very detailed. As you can see, there's the anchor. And there's their logo, Melbourne Watch Company. Everything is very detailed. I want to get you in a little bit closer there so you can see it for yourself. The detail is really good. You can see that. Everything is cut very nicely and inscribed very nicely. Also says automatic movement, 100 meters on the back, your model number, and Melbourne Watch Company. But yeah, I think that's done very nicely. It's a really nice touch. I definitely like the case back, and they definitely went the extra mile on the case back. But all that being said, I think this is a pretty nice watch. You know, I didn't know what to expect when I was going to receive this watch. But I'm quite, you know, I do like it. I do like this watch. I don't see much wrong with it. It's the blue hands definitely really pop. You can get a little glimpse there. You know, it's really nice. We have a genuine sapphire crystal. We have the higher end Miyota movement with a triple calendar. Very functional. We also do get 100 meters of water resistance, which is kind of rare to see, especially on a watch like this, you know. Which is nice that they did that and tested it to 100 meters. And I do like that they do fix their watches in-house. They do have a shop, I believe, in Melbourne. I have not been there. I'm all the way across the world. But yeah, everything is very legible, easy to read. The numbers are well placed. You know, this outer portion is definitely separate from the subdials to an extent that you can read it very legible just at a quick glance. I do like that as well. And right now I want to throw it on my wrist, and then we'll wrap it up here, guys. I'll be right back. Here's the watch, guys, on my 6.25-inch wrist. As you can see, fits very nicely. I think this thing looks absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that! Look at the finishing work on this case. It's really very high-end for its price point. It fits like a glove. Really conforms to the wrist. This leather strap, straight out of the box. I only tried this watch on once for a picture on my Instagram. Before this video. So as you can see, guys, the strap definitely, you know, a very kind of, you know, I wouldn't say heavy duty, but it feels like it has some texture to it. It feels, you know, like a well-made strap, and it's definitely very flexible. Quite surprised about that. There's the buckle, 2 keepers here. As you can see, fits very nice to the wrist. But yeah, overall, I think there you can see the blued hands a little better. I'm trying to get that in, but the studio light's kind of hard to pick that up. But yeah, it's really comfortable. I definitely really like it. Now, some positives about this watch. Well, you're getting a higher end Miyota movement. You're getting a watch from a company that can actually fix your watch, which is kind of rare to see from the smaller brands. Most of them source their work out, so if you send it in for a warranty fix, they're probably going to send it back to the manufacturer, or who even knows. But these guys actually have their own team on hand that can fix your watch and get it back to you as quick as they can, which is great. The 2-year warranty is great. I definitely believe in that. I believe every watch should come with at least a 2-year warranty, or 1 year. 2 years is always better though. I do like the size, the proportions, 40 by 13. I think it's great. I do really like the 100 meters of water resistance in case you happen to get this watch wet or want to get wet with it. You're just fine. You're good. You know, if you fall in the pool or something, or you want to throw it on a rubber strap, you know, feel free to. It's 100 meters water resistant. Negatives, I can't really think of any negatives. I really like this watch. I think it's a great look. And I think the Melbourne Watch Company put together a great piece. This is the Melbourne PortSea calendar. And this is the Watch Addict. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to know what you guys think of this watch though. Please do let me know in the comment section below. You can also check out their website in the description below for a link directly to this watch. They have a few different dial variations, a few different models if you're interested in seeing some more specifications and read a little bit more about the company. And that's pretty much going to sum it up, guys. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit the little bell next to it for the notifications, so every time I upload a review, you can definitely be there to see it. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.